What's your favorite scary movie? What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Horror Guru Review. What we're going to be doing right now is we are going to be going over the newest movie, the newest addition to the franchise of slashers, and that would be Scream 6 with Ghostface. I got to see this on the first night. It was a treat. I am a huge Scream fan. If everyone doesn't know, which you guys are learning, I grew up with Scream, Ghostface. Scream was one of the first horror movies in my childhood getting to watch and getting to enjoy the beautiful world of horror. So this series has, a lot of sentimental value to me. So of course, when I go in, I'm very, very critical on it. This will be a non-spoiler review because the movie did just come out, so I don't want to ruin it for people that are going to see it and haven't got to see it yet. So the runtime is 2 hours, which is, it's a little too much for a Scream movie, if you ask me. A little too much for like a horror movie in general. I don't really like anything over like an hour 30. 2 hours is like, to me, it's too much, especially when, it's a killer with a mask killing people. You're putting puzzles together to figure out who did it, who was it. Is it one person? Is it two people? You just don't know. So 2 hours is a little too much for me personally. I know a lot of people like that. One of the things that I did enjoy was it was something completely brand new. They went a different route. This takes place in New York City, which is way off of Woodsboro. You don't got that small town mentality anymore. You don't got that vibe of like, oh, Ghostface is just going to break into a house and, chase people throughout the house and get some, decent kills in and move forward. You don't get that. It is New York City, so it's a bigger scale. You got some little neat moments in there where they make sure to show you that like it is New York and it's not gonna be a small town vibe. The Ghostface / Ghostfaces themselves actually are some of the more brutal ones in any of the movies that I've seen, and I've seen them all. And I gotta tell you, the brutality of the Ghostface in this new movie is a whole different level. This one doesn't, you could tell this one has a purpose for being there, and it's not going to be something that is easy to take down. With that being said, you got some good characters returning. You got Mindy and Chad, who are Randy's niece and nephew, who Mindy's actually one of my new favorites of the new set of people. I've liked her ever since Scream 5 when they introduced her. Being Randy's niece, you get these little these tropes of like, hey, like she pretty much acts like Randy, and I really do like that about her because Randy was always a fan favorite. And she's got that whole horror vibe to her, so I really did like that. So yeah, Mindy, Chad, of course, Sam and Tara return. And in the commercials, you see Gail and you see Kirby, the return of Kirby. So that was actually really, really good too, because I know Kirby was also a fan favorite. I liked Kirby. I didn't like her as much as like everyone else did, but I know a lot of people wanted to see her return because there was a open-ended question about her being dead or not. So it was good to see her back in the franchise, and it's refreshing. We'll put it like that. It's very, very refreshing. The pros that I got into watching this was, again, they continue with the franchise. It's not like something where you're watching this like, why are we watching? Like, what is the point of this story? Like, I'm a huge Jason fanatic, but you call a spade. Like, you watch some of the movies and you're like, this makes no sense. Like, just don't make no sense. This, like the other Scream movies, this is a nice continuation, and you get a good sense of where they're going moving forward. The kills were very gory. I did like the kills in this one. They come off much more aggressive. Like I said, this is a much more aggressive Ghostface. This is one that is going to be looked at as, one not to mess with in the future. So I really did like the how vicious this version of Ghostface was. I also liked how they changed it up with the mask. I think that it was a little overdue. I do like the original mask, but it's nice to have like a treat of like just something different, something, just to twist it a little bit. And I can't wait for Halloween time because I'll be buying that mask just to put next to this one. So, with that being said, that was good. Another pro that I've liked, and I actually like this in all of the Scream movies because they really focus on it, is bringing a lot of meta in it. Like they acknowledge in a way that, what you're watching is like a movie. There's for instance, again, this is no spoilers, but there's a campus scene in this movie where they bring in a more meta vibe, and there's a scene where Ghostface is talking on the phone to Gale, as you've seen that in the trailers, and the conversation has some meta vibes to it. I do like that. I think that it's a sense of like letting the audience in, and that's something that I've always been a fan of the franchise for. Now, with the negatives, the things that I didn't like, besides the core group of people, they don't focus on a lot of legacy characters, unfortunately, in this movie. So I understand we're moving forward and trying to elevate the new generation, but you know what? I'm an old school fanatic. I grew up loving the old school characters. I thought it was very bold when they killed off Dewey in Scream 5. That was something that was almost expected, but would they pull the trigger? You didn't think they would pull the trigger, but they did. So that's my one con, but I know a lot of people don't really feel the same way as me with that. That's just personal. And as far as the types of kills, I didn't really like this time in the movie. Yeah, the kills were gory, but again, with Ghostface, you get a lot of knife kills. The originality factor isn't there as much. And you get that throughout the whole series, really. So that's really it for cons. I mean, it was a good movie. It was very good. Oh, another pro is Sam. I understand everyone loves Tara. Everyone loves Jenna Ortega, and they're trying to really pump her up as the next Scream Queen or final girl of all final girls. But I really do like Sam. I think that the idea of having Billy's daughter, who is got some issues going on in her own head, I think that that's important too, because it gives her a lot of character, and I really do like that. And what you see in this movie is you can tell that she's Billy's kid. There's no doubt about that. She's got that bloodlust to her. Again, this is no spoilers, but you can tell she's got that that mindset of she enjoyed what she did in 5. So yeah, I mean, honestly, this was a good one. Would I put it as my top favorite? No, probably not even my second or third, but it's up there. I would put it somewhere in the middle for reviews for quality of the movie itself. And I hope that you guys go check it out. Of course, don't just follow my review for it. Go watch it for yourself so you can actually watch the stuff that I couldn't talk about, because there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about with the spoiler. Maybe I'll do a spoiler version later on, because like I said, 2 hours, there's a lot of room to talk about this stuff. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review from the Horror Guru. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe, share this with all your friends. We're trying to get this page up. And until next time, peace.